Welcome to the Spirit Guide daily messages that are timeless for our collective. When we're in a collective, we all share energy. Hey, I believe this is the Radiant Sun Tarot is bringing you 3 predictive cards. We've got an oracle card. We're going to get a fortune cookie card as well. All right, let's get going here. Hey guys, before I get started, don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you like the reading. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. Let's get going with the energy for the collective today. I actually really like this deck, and it's one of the ones that I recommend for beginners because it comes with a very extensive guidebook. All right, this comes out with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Wands, and then the 10 of Swords in the upright. This is one of my favorite 10 of Swords, by the way. Now, it's not the world's best card, and it can be about like backstabbing and all sorts of things. But in this particular depiction, it shows my favorite meaning of it, which is a spiritual awakening, a like lessening of earthly desires and earthly obstacles and going more and more towards a connection with the divine. Because in all depictions of this, in the background, the sun is actually coming up. Something is over, but a new form of life begins. Now, with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, that can sometimes be, about a younger female that you know in your life as well. But the Knight of Wands is creativity and progress and swift action. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords are both quick-moving actions. This is something new coming towards you that is a new beginning in an area of your life that you might have almost been like, yeah, I'm not into that any longer. It's almost like a lesson is returning to you, and it comes, and it's going to take different forms for different people. Like for some people, if you're like, yeah, I'm done with romance, it means that you're right on the verge of meeting somebody who's super interested in you. But it's not, I don't have enough romantic cards on this. The Knight of Wands is just an ardent interest in that particular area. It really is like a new form of connection in a spiritual sense is coming towards you. The 10 of Swords, the 10s are about complete cycles as well. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the only thing that I want to mention about that is that can be a lesson that is returning to you. Because things will repeat until they are resolved or repaired. And it almost like beloved radical acceptance. Oh dear. Okay, well, radical acceptance is also simply acceptance of self, sometimes acceptance of others, and acceptance that what is meant for us is coming to us or is in our life. That if the answer on something has been not right now, or there's more to do, or there's more to heal, try to lean in on accepting that. When you can't be happy unless you have what you want, you really have not healed yet. Because happiness will not be a constant state. We do have variations in mood for a reason. But happiness is something where you approach the world being hopeful in all areas of your life. Not, if I have this particular person, if I have this particular home, if I have this particular job, then I will be happy. Because if you get that particular person, if you get that particular job, if you get that particular home, then you go back to your internal state. And that is why you're being asked to accept yourself, to love yourself, to take good care of yourself, and to accept a lesson on what is not meant for you and to release it wherever you can. Now, it can be almost anything. And sometimes it's not that something isn't meant for us, but rather that straining to get something is not the way to do it, because this is a failure to learn a lesson. This is actions. Sometimes it's in the upright, so I'm not considering it an ill-considered action, but this is more about an acceptance of a path as well, because the 10 of Swords with the concept of being pierced along the chakra points is about being in alignment and a new spiritual life beginning. Intuition. Trust your intuition. It is a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. Now, I hardly ever find these particular little paragraphs to be valid, but the intuition as well, it's almost really, here's what I've kind of got. I think your intuition is telling you something that you might not, it might not fill your heart with joy, but you can accept it at this particular point. And it almost always has to do with the things that we have wanted that weren't quite meant for us, and it took us a while to learn the lesson. The energy for today is interesting. Examine, and it's going to be different for everybody, so examine your life for what keeps returning into your life. What lesson is being brought back to you over and over again, asking you to accept the lesson rather than try to insist that it must be something different for you. because that's what really brings us into alignment, is accepting that what is meant for us will come to us. And that if we're sitting and waiting and insisting it has to be this thing, most of the time we're missing some healing that we need to do within to bring ourselves into true spiritual alignment, radical acceptance of self and of others, and of the idea that our purposeful path will be revealed to us and that it will go more smoothly when we try and accept the lessons that come to us rather than insist on redesigning the lesson plan. All right, so that was the Spirit Guide Daily for today. If you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link to my website in the description box down below. And don't forget to check out my new podcast, Logical Magic, Examining Esoterica. Take care. Be well.